Hello, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for watching today's video. If you happen to learn anything, make sure you throw a like on the video and make sure you subscribe for weekly uploads on Pokemon markets, investing, collecting, and everything that has to do with the Pokemon TCG, really. So today we are going to talk about the current state of Pokemon card collecting and investing, and my personal thoughts, my personal opinions on how things are going to play out and how things are going right now in present day. So right now, present day, we are at the Mega Evolutions release. The set's been out for what, probably about 6 or 7 days now. And wow. I've been able to find some product out in public in the stores. As far as online goes, you're not really finding too much out there, and whatever you do see stock in or restock online is actually marked up quite a bit. I've seen Ace Hardware, Menards list their booster bundles for what, 15, 10, $15 over MSRP. The ETBs, the Gardevoir, and the Lucario ETBs are basically impossible to find at this point. I've been to two Walmart restocks, two Target restocks, and none of them actually have had any ETBs, and it's basically all been Twilight Masquerade ETBs, singles, and booster bundles of Mega Evolutions. Oh, sorry, I'm like a little sick. But Mega Evolutions is already seeming to be quite scarce and not being able to print supply to the demand that is wanted right now. It is ridiculous. It's kind of crazy. It's actually super insane. And the fact that Phantasmal Flames comes out in a month is even crazier. It's almost like the Pokemon Company is not even giving themselves enough time to keep up with the amount of sets that they're releasing. It just seems like every single month we get new set, new set, new set. And they can't keep up with what the previous sets were printed before. So that just continues to drive the prices up to insane amounts, and that's why we see things like Prismatic Evolutions, even though that has seen many reprints, probably just because the set value of that set is just so great. Destined Rivals in particular, we seen about a wave and like a quarter of a restock for Destined Rivals, and that's been about it. That set is many months in the past now. Black and White, it seems like they just did their initial print run and then forgot all about those sets. I haven't seen anything besides a couple tech sticker packs through Target restocks. That, I feel like that set is going to be so forgotten about, but it's going to be a valuable set in the future. Black Bolt and White Flare. It just seems like it's going to be left in the dust, but it is not a bad set. The card list is not bad at all. And then what else do we have? Mega Evolutions. That's where we're at now. It's crazy how we've already been through Destined Rivals, Black Bolt, White Flare, and now we're at Mega Evolutions. And now Phantasmal Flames comes out in a month. One single month. And we still have yet to get reprints for any of the things previously listed. So, what is that really going to do for the market? I really feel like it's just going to continue to drive these previous items up and up and up. And maybe this is what it'll take for some kind of crash, is for all these previous sets to get big waves of reprints back to back to back. But it doesn't seem like that is what's happening right now. Maybe the lack of supply hitting the market at the moment is maybe some kind of initial telling that sometime soon, maybe in the future, maybe in a couple months, we will see large waves of product come out, and that could hopefully combat the MSRP market price. But I really feel like, from a marketing standpoint, from a business standpoint, they're not going to want to drive the price of these products down, so they're going to keep it relatively exclusive. So that's why they can afford to print many sets really fast, forget about them for a couple months at a time, and then start to trickle in little bits of restocks. It's kind of genius if you think about it in a business sense, but from a consumer sense, it can be quite infuriating. So I could see the things more modern things start to trickle down a little bit in price as the months go on, but in the relative short term, I do not see prices going down too much. Destin Rivals is like $420 a booster box right now. If we do get reprints, I could see it going to 350, 360 probably, and then start to fly right back up. The demand is there, the supply is definitely not there, and whenever we start to get little bits that hit the market, it's going to be eaten up so fast. The retail ones are going to be completely taken off the market in seconds. And then the ones that get listed and start to be undercut in price, those are going to be taken up so fast. And I feel like Destin Rivals is really, no matter how much you print, the demand is always going to be there. So there's always going to be somebody to pay that price and somebody willing to sell it for that price. Black Bolt and White Flare might slip through the cracks and then start to age a little more and mature, and that's where that value will come from. I feel like Black Bolt and White Flare aren't going to get the same treatment that Prismatic and Destin Rivals will hopefully get in the future. I feel like it's going to be kind of forgotten about a little bit. And with everything else around it just overshadowing, we could see a set like that really pop off. But it is very soon to tell. This is all just speculation. A lot of speculation. But with how things are going, it's not really too wild to imagine something like this happening. We've seen so many drastic price increases. We've seen such little supply hit the market. We've seen whatever does hit the market get completely wiped off the shelves. So, what really can and cannot happen in this space right now? And this has been my personal thoughts. I've been saying this for a while to myself, but I have yet to say it publicly, I guess. And that is that this is all really just one big recession indicator. Honestly, to be completely real, collectibles like Labubus, like Pokemon cards, like Funko Pops, like sports cards, when we start to see small collectible items like this skyrocket in value, a few months to a year later, you will start to see some type of economic downturn. There's such a strong correlation with this. There's many historical documented events that kind of showcase this as well. People always bring up Beanie Babies. People always bring up Tickle Me Elmos, Barbies. And I really think Pokemon is a little bit different because, in a sealed investing and collecting aspect, I really think that it's different because those are deflationary. They have a use case in a card game. They are an art piece for some. And there's not going to be any more created after a certain point. And for hardcore fans, for a a IP for a product, for a brand to be as big as it is, with a fan base that it has, it's kind of hard to see these things really, really, really go down to worthless values. But really, whew, a big recession indicator, honestly, is what I feel like this all is. And it's really best to take advantage of these times while you can. You do not want to be on the opposite end where you're not able to, I guess, survive, live life, be comfortable because of FOMOing in or making bad financial decisions because of the gambling aspect. Just make sure you're level headed and make sure you know what type of decisions you're making for long term and short term. Make sure you have entrance and exit strategies. There's a lot of things that you could do to keep a calm mind in a space like this, especially knowing what could possibly be lurking around the corner. But that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, yeah. This is just the current state of Pokemon and my personal perspective of it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. And make sure you subscribe for weekly videos. Have a good one. Goodbye.